prossimo. These are simply, or 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 simply. Damn it. It's the 2008, it's December 11, 2024, and it's Wednesday. Today, first of all, I would like to I would like to remember that are 2 years since Master Angel of Badalamenti dead, and yes, at the age almost 85. No, sorry, at the age almost he died at the age of almost 86, and obviously I for the people that follow me on the Geobard channels, above all the Geobard channels, they perhaps somehow don't know that I dedicated apart from last year's tribute in the day of his birthday, March 22nd. Many tribute always every year practically. In the day of the death also since 2 years fact I'm being tributed. Particularly there's a video last year in which I gathered a mix on my series of credits of all my pieces interpreted by me, by him, all my pieces until that moment, and as I always recommend that video. Perhaps today, yes, there is that version of also called Napolitan Baba and Napolitan Chant Baba and Donuts, because I inserted also those pics, those videos related to them. However, the other fresh is quite diverse and slightly different as regards the revamps and other trailers and the video. And in case yes, for the full version, so see my always my Geobard channel. It's useless to add other things obviously to this personality. For me it's very important obviously, and nothing. Perhaps I other words in the comments, but I repeat, also because every year I pay the tribute to him. Always create Angelo, you are always alive, like Julie Cruises days ago. Whatever for us, you are always alive, surely. For all the fans of your music, the Twin Peaks and the Mr. Evans Finished movies, etc. Also the movies out is the movies. I also create movies, also movies for which him composed the soundtracks. Vabbè, in Naples seems totally clear today, scan atmosphere in general. It also seems that now it's really afternoon, practically 13 and 45, 59 Fahrenheit, 15 Celsius. This means this is really soft, like in this period, in fact, soft classic adjective that usually for autumn or spring period, and so the reports of the recipe, as perhaps someone know, remember, I think nobody watch my videos, so I suppose indeed, I'm sure, but I see I remember the thing for the same. At the same time, let's also say that it's my purpose for that people shouldn't watch my videos because it's better. I don't know, perhaps it's a paradox for you, but not for me. And I didn't always do integral operations for the winter and summer. In fact, for the winter, as well as adjective cool down, for the summer, adjective hot. I don't touch the case of classic adjective, and so as regarding the business, that's for me, always something to say, nothing to add. Absolutely, no complaint. Yes, I mean, since I'm repeating since the opening was last month, however, it's cold, slightly cold, no? In general, always good. So for me, I didn't, apart from last year, in the past years, I didn't remember, notice, autumn, also this part of autumn, like this, but repeat, this is a good thing for me. I don't know for other people, for every sensation, judgments, or also for me, but this is the matter of atmosphere. Last year, the matter of atmosphere, I think I can say the same things just for this, but it's good or test, it's for can be free, as more things on this. In early afternoon, I think I tried to this is a bit just before 59 Fahrenheit, 15 Celsius. But the really important thing is this atmosphere is anticipated. Just before today. It's beautiful. blue skies and nights are shining. Also the moon not visible because the sun is behind the palace, but it came out as a sun. Well, yes, until now, at considering the period, until now, we had the dam. I mean, with the dam, obviously, the sky and the sun. However, yes, and until now, and considering the period, and considering that it's behind the moon, and considering also the change of hours, a few weeks ago, from now we'll have them for other 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours and 40 minutes. So ormai compared to programme infatti sono a completely different schedule. Well, so for the media win new girls. So I'm two projects for the 2 years. Also this people pentapension always not visible in general visible. And for me better visible is in the shot at 50.000 general shot. La serie di conosciuta questi non prendi me. Ma tolsono di chiesa, mi metto di 23 in shot, tolsono di chiesa, si può simile, già una shot. And finally, from a medical keyboard, my GX640, PG, X125, sono di chiesa, di simile, già una shot. Man, questi molti people follow the person, let's see them getting the arrow. Sono una brother, my sister. Also myself, to rest my skills. And finally, I hope you all get a breakfast. Today it's late, late in general, but for me I think always is late. However, also for me this case today late. When I mean late early, I mean for me. All important is to fare rifondo delle cose reaction, è sempre 963. It was established in fact in the breakfast of Fienten and swim late. I started with Fienten, in part remember that it was the yesterday, and other things 2 years ago. We passed the 1 year anniversary since that day. So I think that this or that record is so searchable. I repeat today, really close as regard the record. Late as regard my hours. Repeat, just only 13-45 minutes. But the important thing to show us family that in some way also today, fortunately it's so. I'm really hungry. So we have to say. Breakfast sono the most ultime sarà favorita. Absolutely. Also in this case in this meal, già ne shot. Also, tomorrow, I suppose, if I don't die. In fact, I don't know until tomorrow, what will happen, we'll see.